last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace. A statement that may not have lasted long in Super Metroid, but in the world of what ifs, we can make that stick. So hello everyone, and welcome to another What If. Now, today's What If is a special one. Not only because it delves into one of my favorite franchises for the first time, but it's also a request. So thank you very much, Gamers12, for the What If request. I'll do my best to make it not only make sense, but also make it good. But before I begin, I must specify the usual disclaimer. This is not me saying that I can do a better job than the writers, nor am I saying this is superior to the original. This is all in good fun, and if you disagree with the outcome or find issues with this What If, absolutely let me know in the comments. Okay, let's begin. So we're back in Turian. Samus has just defeated the first form of Mother Brain and brings out the dinosaur-like body. Now this is where the scenario can easily change. See, Mother Brain's ultimate attack is based on how much damage it takes, which means this is a force loss battle from a gameplay perspective. However, in a story perspective, this opens up a new possibility. Samus, if we remove the force loss battle aspect, could have beaten Mother Brain with enough super missiles or missiles before she fires the attack. And even if we add in charge shots to that can still do it, since after looking over the internal data in the game, the Hyper Beam does the same amount of damage as a charged up Plasma Beam shot. So there's one way the Baby Metroid lives, but are there others? Actually, yes. The Baby Metroid could survive if Mother Brain stayed dead after getting the energy sucked, and not just randomly revived because potatoes or something, I don't fucking know. But even if we ignore those two factors, there is also a third way. After it gets blasted a whole bunch and is near death's door, instead of dashing towards Mother Brain and dying, it could either fly off to Samus' ship to lick its wounds, or wait behind Samus to finish off the big brain. Which, considering we don't see MB's ultimate attack again after the enter sunk, may be possible now, even if Samus is still injured a bit. So, there are ways for the Larval Metroid to live, but now what happens? Well, if we factor in the damage of the Hyper Beam, which, as stated previously, does the same amount of damage as a charge of Plasma Beam, Samus could just use that to break through the areas meant for the Hyper Beam, or the Baby Metroid could come in, carry Samus out of Turian, and take her to her ship. Since we have seen it giving energy to her, meaning that it is possible it could grab onto things without draining it. Oh, and also, yes, the animals would be saved. That is the canon ending going off fusion. It's going to be canon in this too. But wait, wouldn't the Baby Metroid die in space because of its cold weakness? Good question. See, there's conflicting evidence to say that they would or wouldn't. But for the sake of this what if progressing, we'll say that it can, but it's going to be very sluggish as time goes on. But okay, what happens now? Well, Samus would leave the Baby Metroid to a new research team. But why? Well, she's not stupid. She knows that if the Baby Metroid travels with her, it's going to be targeted by not only other bounty hunters, but also other creatures out for them. At least with a research/scientific team, and now no space pirates, there's a higher chance it'll live. So, Samus makes the hard decision and leaves it behind. The two would give a tearful goodbye, and Samus would then go off and do bounty hunting things, I guess. But she would occasionally visit the planet to check up on the Larval Metroid. So next up is Other M, which could remain unchanged, but since that story is kinda stupid at points, we'll say that a lot of the dumber decisions were wiped away, and then just move on. So, Adam still dies, Ridley dies again, I guess, and then we move on to Fusion, which, not much change again, since the Baby Metroid would still be alive, and would easily be able to give a sample to make the vaccine needed. So, now that leaves us with Dread.
Metroid Bread! Fucking bitch!
And since this game is still new, I'm going to try to be careful with spoilers. So, Darth Beaker would go to the planet the Baby Metroid is on and steal it, though all that may do is just make the story move quicker because Birdbrain's planning the OG story, but yeah. Although, that could make for an interesting final battle if the Baby Metroid escapes. The mother and child versus Chazonian Corviknight and later Darth Beak XOXO. Yes, I am making stupid puns based on this character because it's too much fun. But when it comes time to escape the planet, we could have the original ending happen, or that could happen, but the Baby Metroid lifts the ship and Samus off the planet and flies home. After that, maybe Samus would learn how to control her new abilities, Or maybe throw caution to the wind and take the baby Metroid with her out into space to collect some intergalactic bounties now that she has new powers to protect the now older Metroid larva. So yeah, that's what I think would happen if the baby Metroid survived. Once again, a major thank you to GamerGamers12 for the request. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, do you guys agree with the outcome? Disagree? Let me know in the comments below. And until we meet again, I'm David Grimm, and thank you for watching.